Hey there, everyone. How are you? So this is a video that I've been thinking about for a while, and I really want to challenge some of the long-held beliefs and chatter that I see out there. And these are just 10 hard truths. These are things that you may not like to hear. Realize when I say them, I try to say them from a good place. Some of these may challenge your long-held beliefs, but realize I am sharing these with you to challenge and ask you to kind of think about it. So these are about money, investing, financial freedom. So again, without further ado, let's just get into them. Share this presentation with you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So again, these are 10 hard truths about money, investing, and financial freedom. Before we get into them, I'm remiss if I don't ask you to subscribe and hit that thumbs up. I create these things and they take hours of my time to put together for you. So if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. Let's assume I'm about to put out some good stuff, because Graham Stephan tells me the earlier you hit thumbs up, the better this video will go and the more people we will help. So if you hit thumbs up, we help more people. Help me out. And if you like what I have to say, you like the fact that I am truly trying to help, I would love a subscription and to the channel. And best of all, if you can share these videos or the ones that you like on your social media platform and say, hey, check out One Rental at a Time, that would be awesome. Thank you for that. So here we go. Number one, hard truth. Financial freedom is actually easier to achieve for a 50K employee than a 200K employee. This does not make logical sense to a lot of people, but it is absolutely true. This is really brought home if you've ever played Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow game. And the reality is, it's simple. A 200K employee allows their rat race or the wheel to get too big. I know plenty of employees who make 200K that live paycheck to paycheck. That's just horrible. That's like, what is that? Like 18 grand a month gross? Where if you're a 50K employee, you can still live paycheck to paycheck, but your monthly is now 4 grand, 4,200. I promise you, it is far easier to get out of the rat race if you can live on 4,200 a month than 19 or 18 grand a month. It's just the reality. It is amazing. It is, again, this is like, I mean, this is, you got to appreciate this. And this takes a lot of, just takes a lot for people to get. The person who can get out of the rat race the fastest is a high school senior. A high school senior, I've talked to him. I ask every high school senior I meet, can you live on 2 grand a month? And so far, every high school senior has raised their hand. I let them know if they're serious and they hold tight to that they can be financially free before their 25th birthday. The problem is, you graduate high school, you go to college, the rat race gets you. You get a good job. You start buying cars and houses, and you get significant others, and you have kids. And pretty soon that $2,000 a month becomes 4, 6, 10, 12, 18, 20. And then you're never out. The rat race has got you. You've got a life sentence to the rat race. Not cool. Here's another one. All right. Simply skipping lattes and eating out, right? And saving your pennies. Don't get me wrong. That's not bad. I'm not against that. But thinking that is the way to financial freedom, oh, talk about slow. Right? You're going to be in the rat race for decades and decades and decades. Now, you will be better off than most people. There's no question. But to call yourself financially free before you're 60, probably pretty unlikely. Pretty unlikely. This is a big one. This is probably my favorite. This is one that I had to look myself in the mirror on all those years ago. 95%. So what is that? 19 out of 20 people that I meet have a spending problem, not an income problem. Go back to the first one, 50K versus 200K job. Both of them could have a spending problem. If you make 50K a year and you only spend 40, not assuming taxes, so let's ignore that, you're doing okay. If you earn 200 but spend 250, you are toast. Most people, including myself, had a spending problem when I started my financial freedom journey. Not an income problem, folks. Too many of you are focused on income. And then once your income goes up, you have life creep and you just start buying stuff you don't need. Here's one also, and I see this a lot today. Too many of you don't believe in yourself. You fall for frauds and schemes and thieves who promise great returns for no effort, no work. Snake oil salespeople, whatever you want to call it. People are promising you 10, 12, 14, 15% return. And you're putting up 10, 20, 50, $100,000 in someone else's dream or scheme or fraud. I am here to tell you, take control of your life, take control of your investments, invest in yourself, learn your market. It is not that hard. It takes daily execution, daily activities. I outline them all for you. But trust me, making your own decisions and winning or losing is a far better feeling than giving money to someone else and watching it go poof. It's just a crime. I see it all the time. Another one, some folks come out hot. They're like, I got this. I got the magic touch. I got the money. I'm smart. I have this fancy degree from a fancy university, and everything I touch turns to gold. If you do that with real estate, you're going to miss something and probably lots of some things, and you are going to go broke. You might get lucky once, might get lucky twice, but if you don't put in the work, real estate will eventually catch you, in my opinion. So be careful. Being cocky without doing the work, dangerous. Being confident after doing the work, awesome. Subtle difference. This is one I actually highlight it in the book a couple of times. The crowd is dangerous. One of the reasons I do this channel, one of the reasons I speak at events for free is because I am trying to figure out where the crowd is going. Where are all the new investors going? Because I know when the crowd gets crazy and they are all going at one thing, I want to get out of the way. I want to stand to the side. I may even want to sell into the craziness and then just wait. I can patiently wait for this popping, hissing, or bursting sound. And then people going, what happened? I didn't know real estate can crash. Oh my gosh. What do you mean real estate doesn't go up forever? I've been there. I've seen it. And the good news is the crowds are not quiet. You don't have to look very hard to see where the crowd is going. What I teach, what I talk about, what I've done. I learned a market I never lived in. I learned a market I didn't know anybody in. I learned a market that I still haven't spent the night in with 20 minutes a day. Consistent effort, 20 minutes a day, you too can learn any market across the country. It doesn't take hours. I see too many of you spending hours on YouTube, hours on Bigger Pockets, and that's just not the way to do it. It's daily execution. You need to learn your market. You need to learn your asset type. You need to become an expert in whatever you choose to watch. And boom, you can become a great buy and hold investor. If you need help, you want to know the rules of the road, you want to know how I did it, I have a course called How to Get Started One Rental at a Time that is blowing up. People are loving it. But again, even without that, you can learn your market 20 minutes a day. It doesn't take hours. Financial freedom starts super slow, super slow. You can kind of goose the start of it by cutting expenses, but adding cash flow assets, 1 a year, 2 a year, it takes time. I was reminded of this by the interview I had with Dion yesterday, who talked about getting to financial freedom with 10 doors. If you go back and watch that interview, It talks about, it took 2 years to get the first one, then a year and a half to get the second one, and then a year and a half to get third, and then a fourth is a year. And it does speed up, but it's slow. Life throws things at you. Dion's story talks about being laid off twice. Talks about a divorce that left him with 90K in debt. Life will throw some hurdles at you. But again, it is so worth it. Just know it starts slow. So celebrate the small victories. That was one of the biggest lessons learned from this book that I did not do. I should have celebrated each purchase, each cash flow, should have celebrated each time the number went up, and I didn't. And that was a huge risk and a huge mistake. If you're ready and you want to work, the best thing I've created, it's impacting so far hundreds of lives. It will soon be thousands. How to get started one rental at a time is the best thing I've done. It's $199. It's a get you access to a private Facebook group. And most importantly, I am actually giving away hours of my time. I talk to my students live every Saturday, 9 o'clock Pacific in the Facebook group. I don't do one-on-one mentoring. I don't want to only help the rich. I want to help the folks that are willing to do the work. That's an important thing. If you're willing to do the work, you buy the course, I will help you. Just because you can pay me $1,000 or $2,000 for a couple of hours, not interested. I'm trying to reach down and help as many people as I can. I want you to know that you've got this. You can do it. Have confidence in yourself. This book was written to show you how somebody reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad changed their life. And what did the 15-year journey look like, the good and the bad. In the end, again, as I said in the beginning, if you like what we're doing here, you want to be a part of the One Rental at a Time family, please subscribe. I realize I put out a lot of content, several videos a day, but realize they come from a good place. I'm trying to help. I try to answer questions, these hot take videos. I do 6 to 8 interviews a week, all to help you. So if you like this, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, and of course, share these videos when one interests you. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you like what we're doing here. I want to wish you all the best. Financial freedom is worth it. It's hard. It takes time. Learning your market, you can do it. I have faith in you. How to get started one rental at a time is the best thing I've created. Link should be below. Bye.